Most people are completely invisible. They walk into a room and the air doesn't change. They speak and the world keeps turning. They work themselves to the bone, yet they are constantly passed over, ignored and forgotten. But you are not here to be a ghost. You are here to dominate. Think about the people who truly hold power in this world. Think about the individuals who command a room without saying a single word. When Priyanka Chopra walks onto a stage, there is an immediate shift in the room's gravity. It is not just about a title. It is not just about fame. It is an undeniable magnetic energy. It is an unshakable presence that says, I belong here and you will listen. But society has lied to you. They told you that to be noticed, you have to shout. They told you that to be successful, you have to reveal every single move you make. They told you to post your wins, broadcast your struggles, and beg for validation from strangers on a screen. They taught you to be loud, and in doing so, they stripped away your power. Because the truth is, noise is weak. Noise is a defense mechanism for the insecure. Loud people are predictable, and predictable people are easily controlled. The real masters of reality move differently. They understand a secret that the rest of the world is desperately trying to hide from you. They know that true power does not seek attention. True power commands it. Look around you. We are living in a chaotic, fast-paced world. The year is 2026, and the attention economy is fiercer than it has ever been. Everyone is screaming for a slice of the spotlight. Everyone is desperate to be seen, to be liked, to be validated. And because everyone is screaming, the world has learned to tune out the noise. If you are still using the old playbook, you are already losing. If you are still trying to fit in, to please everyone, and to play safe, you are building your own prison. The window of opportunity is closing faster than you think. The strategies that worked 5 years ago are dead. The passive mindset is a luxury you can no longer afford. Staying exactly where you are right now is the most dangerous thing you can do. Every day you spend hesitating, every day you spend letting other people define your worth, you are actively shrinking. You are erasing yourself. You are settling for the crumbs of life when you were meant to sit at the head of the table. There is a massive, aching gap between the person you are today and the version of you that is entirely unstoppable. You feel that gap every single night when the lights go out. You feel it in the pit of your stomach when you look in the mirror. You know you are capable of so much more. You know there is a lion inside you, but you have allowed the world to treat you like a sheep. But there is a catch. Most people think that building a magnetic presence requires a complete genetic rewrite. They think you either have it or you don't. They look at icons of resilience and grace and assume it was handed to them on a silver platter. They are dead wrong. Presence is not a birthright. It is a psychological fortress that you build brick by brick, tear by tear, and boundary by boundary. It is a weapon you forge in the fires of your own isolation. Listen closely. If you want to master your presence, if you want to command the respect you deserve, you must immediately adopt the 3 psychological pillars of high-value energy. The first pillar is the absolute mastery of silence. The world is obsessed with talking. People talk to fill the awkward gaps. They talk to prove how smart they are. They talk because they are terrified of what happens when the noise stops. When you speak less, your words become currency. If you are constantly throwing your opinions out into the world, you are devaluing your own mind. You are giving away your energy for free. Think about Priyanka's journey. Crossing over from one massive industry to another, entering rooms where she was the outsider, the underdog, the person they didn't expect to win. In those moments, you do not win by shouting over the skeptics. You win by out-observing them. You win by absorbing the environment while keeping your own cards completely hidden. Live in total silence. Do not tell people what you are going to do. Do not announce your goals. Do not seek applause for a race you haven't even finished running. Let your execution be your noise. Let your results be the explosion that shatters their expectations. When you step into a room, do not rush to speak. Let the silence stretch. Let them wonder what you are thinking. Let them feel the weight of your stillness. The person who can sit comfortably in silence is always the most dangerous person in the room, because they cannot be read. They cannot be manipulated. They are a locked vault, and people respect what they cannot easily break into. But here is where most people get this wrong. They confuse silence with passivity. They think moving in silence means hiding away in a corner, hoping someone notices them. No, that is not presence. That is fear. Which brings us directly to the second pillar: owning your internal real estate. Your energy is your sovereign territory. Look at the way you carry yourself right now. Look at your posture. Look at the way you react when someone challenges you or tries to diminish your value. Do you immediately shrink? Do you start apologizing for taking up space? Do you change your tone of voice just to make other people feel more comfortable? Stop doing that immediately. You are giving away your power to people who haven't earned the right to even speak to you. High-value presence means you do not react to external chaos. You absorb it, you process it, and you respond on your own terms. If someone tries to disrespect you, your immediate reaction shouldn't be anger or defensiveness. Anger shows that they have affected you. Defensiveness shows that you care about their opinion. Instead, look them dead in the eye and let the silence do the heavy lifting. A cold, unblinking stare is infinitely more terrifying than a shouted insult. It shows that their words didn't even dent your armor. It shows that you occupy a mental plane that they cannot even reach. You must treat your mind like an exclusive high-end establishment. Not everyone gets access. Not everyone gets a seat. If someone brings drama, negativity, or disrespect into your orbit, you do not argue with them. You simply remove them from your reality. You close the door, lock it, and keep moving forward. Your peace of mind is non-negotiable. The moment you start defending your worth to someone else, you have already admitted that they have the power to judge you. Here is the part they don't tell you about building resilience. It is not a smooth, beautiful process. It is messy. It is painful. It requires you to stand tall when everything around you is burning to the ground. Priyanka has spoken open-heartedly about the times she was dropped from movies, the times the media turned against her, and the moments where it felt like the entire world was rooting for her failure. What do you do when you hit that wall? Do you curl up and cry about how unfair life is? Or do you adjust your crown, look the storm in the face, and say, "Is that all you've got?" Resilience is the ultimate foundation of presence. When you have survived the worst that life can throw at you, you develop a specific type of glance. It is a look of absolute, unbothered certainty. It is the look of someone who knows they cannot be broken. And when you carry that knowledge inside your soul, people can sense it from a mile away. They can feel that you are a force of nature. The third pillar is the radical acceptance of your own uniqueness. We live in a world of carbon copies. Everyone wants to look the same, talk the same, and think the same. They follow the same trends, use the same filters, and repeat the same empty platitudes. If you are just like everyone else, you are entirely replaceable. True presence requires you to lean entirely into your own story, your own background, and your own flaws. Stop trying to erase the things that make you different. Those differences are your ultimate leverage. When you enter an environment that wasn't built for you, you don't change yourself to fit the mold. You crack the mold open and force the environment to adapt to you. Own your accent, own your heritage, own your past struggles, own your unconventional ideas. The moment you stop apologizing for who you are is the exact moment you become iconic. But hear this warning. We are navigating the mid-20s of this century, and time is moving at an unprecedented, ruthless speed. The world is turning a cold shoulder to the hesitant. It is chewing up and spitting out the people who are waiting for a perfect moment, a perfect sign, or permission from someone else to start living their truth. If you do not master your presence today, you will be left behind in the dust of mediocrity. You will spend the rest of your days watching other, less talented people take the stages you were meant to stand on, win the rewards you were meant to claim, and live the life you were meant to possess. You cannot afford to spend another year playing small. You cannot afford to let your fear of judgment dictate your destiny. The clock is ticking, and 2026 demands a version of you that is entirely compromised of steel, grace, and ambition. So walk out into the world with a completely different posture. Drop your shoulders. Lift your chin. Speak only when your words are more powerful than the silence. Stop asking for permission to be great. Stop waiting for someone to hand you an invitation to the top. Decorate your own stage. Build your own empire. Own your energy so deeply that even when you enter a room in total silence, the entire world knows exactly who just arrived. This is your moment. The universe does not bow to the loud, it bows to the unshakable. It bows to the individuals who have conquered their inner doubts and chosen to command their own destiny. Go out there and claim what is yours. Let them wonder how you became so powerful. Let them whisper about your success. Move in silence, execute with precision, and let your presence speak for itself. If you are ready to shed the old, weak version of yourself and step into your true power, prove it right now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel to join this elite collective, and leave a comment below stating, "I am unstoppable." Claim this energy. Lock it into your subconscious, and never ever let anyone make you feel small again.